Right. And then the last step is to resolve those issues. And it's not something that you're going to be able to do to totally resolve all the issues right away. But what we've identified is there's short-term quick hits that are really going to help you boost your user adoption, like we said, at least to 10%. And then we've got other long-term solutions. And the short-term quick hits are, building those reports to track and measure adoptions. You have to understand what's going on with the adoption and the users and what they're doing in the application to be able to understand how to fix the issues. Building executive portals to allow for immediate view of the status of the business. You want your executives, like Tom said, to be able to go in and immediately find out the information that they need to help identify areas where there's issues, where they need to be stepping in, where management needs to step in and coach. It's having that access for them. Identifying the low-hanging fruit, and by that I mean looking at some configuration issues. You've got support calls that are coming in, and you have being able to go and say, okay, this person wants this. It's not something that's going to provide a lot of benefit for the whole group, but I've got this other configuration request that's very easy for me to put in there, and it's going to provide a lot of benefit to this group of users. It's identifying those and then implementing those. You're going to get a lot of quick hits and a lot of boost in your user adoption from those. Identifying improvements to the role-specific business processes. It's not going through and revamping them right away, but it's more identifying where can you improve it to help make things more efficient for our users. Implement management coaching and mentoring for users that have low adoption. Making sure once you have those reports that identify your users who are struggling, that you've got coaching and mentoring for them to help them feel more comfortable with the application. Retraining users based on the support issues that you're seeing, process modifications, and/or new functionality configuration. And lastly, just communicate. Make sure you send out newsletters and tips and stuff. And then long-term solutions, conduct a business process review and implement those new processes. Sit down and really look at your business processes. And then implement new functionality, especially when there's new releases coming out. Make sure you're looking at that new functionality to identify anything that may make the application more efficient. Create integrations to legacy systems so you can get rid of those systems. And create customizations to, again, increase efficiency. Redesign your user interface, Tom said, to make it more efficient, and then incorporate new processes. And lastly, continue to train users and managers on the new processes, functionality, and configuration. So that's the template, and I will send that out to all of you. And if you have any questions as you're working through it or you need assistance, you can certainly reach out to Tom and I, and we can help you with that. So I will turn it back over to Tom.
That'd be great. Thanks very much. And so we've reserved a little bit of time here at the end if anyone had any questions or thoughts or comments. And if you do, I'd ask, go ahead and you can send a question through the text box as part of your GoToMeeting client there. That would be great. There's a number of folks on the call today, so it would probably be the most efficient way. And we'll answer them as they come through here. I think, and while I do that, just a quick bit of self-promotion here from Synaptic's side. If you're not familiar with us and what we're about, we've got quite a large practice around the CRM, in the CRM world, and we do a good bit of work helping people with addressing user adoption challenges, both in new implementations as well as system migrations, or actually taking an existing application that someone's struggling with and addressing that. So if anybody had any questions, go ahead and send those over. Send those over via the chat box. So let me make sure I've seen some of the questions that are coming through. So there's a quick question. Yes, the questionnaires will be sent out to everybody individually based on the email address provided us. And another question. The question. So the question is, are the questionnaires customizable? And yes, they are. The version that we'll be sending out to everybody is in an Adobe format, and you feel free to use it. We'd be happy to work with you to customize some of those questions or get it to you in a different format. And if you're interested in that, please reach out to either Hillary or myself after the seminar, and we'll provide our contact information as well. All right. Next question was, is there a specific CRM platform that we work with? And the answer is no. We actually support a number of different platforms, including Salesforce.com, Oracle On Demand, Siebel, as well as a few other platforms that we do a fair bit of work with migrating off of. Oh, okay. The next question was around whether a version of this presentation would be available offline, and the answer is yes. We'll be posting a copy of this recorded presentation on our website. And we'll send that out to as part of as a subsequent message. And the follow-on question is around whether there is a specific presentation that would be available based on a certain environment. And I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but yes, I'm sure we could work with putting together something specific if someone had an interest in that. Just go ahead and reach out to us separately. So that's all the questions that I've seen coming up. We're about to the end of our time now. If anybody else has anything, go ahead and send it over pretty quickly. Otherwise, I think we'll go ahead and thank you for your time. If we missed something, if you asked a question for some reason I missed it, please feel free to email us separately. We'll be happy to get back to you as quickly as we can. And again, we really appreciate you guys taking the time to come out and listen to us today, and hopefully it was helpful. We'll look forward to sending this out and maybe getting a chance to talk to a few of you directly at some point in the near future. Thanks very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, everybody.